Here at Hydroponic Hut, we basically grow mainly like lettuce, pak choi, cilantro, things like that in mass quantities, and it's high quality at low price. And when people come here, they realize what the value is. We also put it out in stands in the front as well, but since it started, it's brought in so many people here, and we have really created a larger community.
Lettuce is extremely hard to get to farmers markets or get places because it gets all wilty. But if people come here and they get lettuce that's still growing, the lifespan of that lettuce it's going to be a lot better in your refrigerator.
See that mass amount so easily grown, and I saw how they did it with the tables and everything set up like that. It felt like a no-brainer to me. So as soon as she talked about doing it and needing a partner, I'm like, I'm your guy. So let's make this work, and that's what we're doing.
Lettuce is a 5-week crop, and we don't want to teach people on peppers or something that's longer because that takes like almost 90 days to even get a fruit. Lettuce is quick, 5-week turnaround, so it's something that you can do, reproduce, and just keep perfecting on. So the other reason why we do lettuce and greens like that is when you put the greens in the ground, you run the risk of slugs. Slugs like to go to the water. So what they do is they go right in the center of the lettuce because that's where the water cups and collects. So that's again why we grow high on tables, and we do a lot of precautions to keep the slugs away. So not everything is grown in our greenhouse. We actually did a little experiment in growing these cucumbers in trash cans. And as you can see, the roots are growing in here. This is still the same still water as we had before. So you can see we have air roots and water roots. And these cucumbers, I have 2 sets growing in here. And they're just all just dripping off of here, all ready to be eaten. And the reason why hydroponics does so well here is we have an abundance amount of water and an abundance amount of sun. We don't have a lot of soil. We also have a lot of bugs and a lot of stuff that can get to it. So hydroponics really makes sense. Also, a lot of people do not know hydroponics is very inexpensive. Basically, when you get rid of all the infrastructure and everything like that, the solutions and the seeds and the net pots and things like that, you're talking about between 15 and 20 cents for a head of lettuce that you can grow yourself at home. So this is our misting area. Alan actually created it. Yeah. So every so often, 4 times a day, this mister comes on and mists everything.
Yeah. It's on a timer that I have over there hooked up to the hose faucet.
And this is where we get seeds to pop. And this is what you want. You want the seeds to pop at that point. So once they pop like that, we take them from here and we bring them over to our flow table. And we flow this twice a day, once in the morning and once at night. And what happens is the water comes up and it'll fill up to about here. We don't want it draining completely on it because it's too strong and it'll actually kill the keiki. So we get it to drain up and then put in there, and then eventually these were done on, let's see, 11/19. They're ready to go. We will stick those in that table, and then in about 3 weeks we'll have ready to harvest lettuce. So the style of hydroponics that we do is called cracky hydroponics. It's still water hydroponics. Now, other things can be grown in hydroponics, fruiting things like peppers, tomatoes, cucumbers, things like that. The only difference on those is you've got to replace the nutrients. That's why fruiting things, it's just not as good with the cracky hydroponics. It can be done, but that's where you'd get more into a circulating system. Those are good for things like your broccoli, your peppers, tomatoes, things like that. So what Alan's going to do is he's going to drain this table. Normally what we can do is we can use a table twice. So what we do is we grow everything in it. It grows up, we harvest it, and then we just replace the water, fill it back up. But after the second time, it kind of loses its nutrient value. So we're actually going to drain the entire table. And what Alan does is he drains it and he collects all of the hydroponic solution, because even though it doesn't have enough to successfully grow, lettuce to its full extent, it has enough to give nutrients to all other plants in the garden. So Alan just waters it, everything else in the garden. Yeah. So we were opening once a week to have people come through and harvest, and a lot of people couldn't come on that certain day. So what we did is we created a 24-hour produce stand out front, and we can keep it completely stocked. Everything is live and living and ready for you to grab, and everything is always only $3 for Hawaii residents. So all you need to do is come up Ainaloa Boulevard at the roundabout, make a left on Rainbow Drive, and we're located on the right-hand side at 16-2154 Rainbow Drive.
So anyhow, now that you've kind of seen how this all began, where we came from, our mission and our vision and where we're going with it, stay tuned, because the next round we're going to show you exactly how to do it, how to build the tables, how to grow it, how it all begins from the seed all the way until it's on your plate and eating. So watch out for the next round. I'm sure you're going to be all very interested to see how this plays out. All right.